Let's see.
Can you hear me coming from afar?
I can hear you. Your microphone volume is relatively still very quiet, so
Oh, I know how to fix this. We'll crank it up to 5,000 if we have to.
oh my god, leave your mic volume alone. Your mic volume's fine, just lower your desktop audio.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, just use the little blue bar under desktop audio in the mixer. Just like reduce that by like a quarter.
Alright, we're down 30%.
That's much better balance. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Wonderful. Hello, YouTube. Thanks to my wonderful, sexy, hot girlfriend, we finally established a proper stream. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue on here.
Oh, I am much louder than you still.
I am always the quiet one.
Yeah. Do you have your mic volume set to 130%? Is that what you set it to?
Yes.
Job's done.
I can go to 150.
Yeah, try 150 and lower your desktop audio by like another 8 or something.
Alright. Alright, how about now? Are we good? Are we sounding good?
Well, gee, I think you can just crank your microphone up to 200. Oh my god.
Alright, we'll go to 200% on the reactor.
Let's see how loud that is. It's not that I can't hear you, it's just that, like, if I want to hear you really well, I have to, like, boost my YouTube video volume to, like, 100%. And then you're at a really good volume when I do that.
Alright, we're at 40% on desktop and 200% on my personal audio.
Yeah, okay, I'd say that's better. Yeah, I think that's good now. Alright. We'll see what other people have to say.
Very good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Not everybody and their opinions on my audio. We can't hear you. You're too loud. Your game's too loud. You're screaming in my ear. I'm not screaming. I'm just talking. I don't scream on my stream. Trust me. The main reason for that is because I don't, I've never streamed competitive play. It's always been a pre-recording. At least for Overwatch. I did stream some competitive SWTOR, but that was mainly in, that was like late at night in Team 4v4, so it was like, it was set teams on both sides. So it was like kind of a, it was kind of more of a fun thing. It wasn't like a super hardcore thing, and so that's why I enjoyed sharing.
I see.
Oh, start of the game. Give all casters Divine Shield. How nice. Sylvanas Windrunner. I'm sorry for you World of Warcraft fans out there. I can actually talk on my stream now, and we can chat. I have so much to say. Yes, World of Warcraft fans. I know nothing about your game, and I am not really that big of a fan of your game. I respect you and your craft, but your game still makes my eyes bleed. So yes, I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to play your World of Warcraft characters, and I'm going to play them well.
Mooney may have actually gone to bed, but I'm sending the stream link to both her accounts anyway, just in case.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can be my stream technical advisor. Because my favorite streamer doesn't stream anymore.
I'm sorry.
I'm censoring myself on stream on purpose, but you know who you are out there. I'm just gonna say this: never show up at my doorstep. It's a particular individual I'm referring to. I'm very, very salty about that event, and I'll never recover from it.
You want me to stream again?
I miss it. I miss it a lot. You're so good at doing it too. You're like a natural. And I am not a natural streamer. I'd have to really, really work at it. But I do enjoy it from time to time. But since you mentioned, and since you've helped fix my stream, I will have to do it every morning. We'll have to stream some Hearthstone for a couple hours every day.
Wow. Also, I am not very good at streaming.
Oh, you're fantastic. You're like a professional out there.
Hardly.
We're still alive. Oh, I feel so alive for the very first time.
Are you like super excited or something? That
I
your
am. It's
audio's
like I'm hyped up
on
on
the right
coffee
track?
and I haven't had any caffeine. We're back on track, ladies and gentlemen. I can speak now. I can do that live show.
Streaming with no audio problems.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to do the Shane and Josh podcast. Shane and Josh podcast, but if we talked about politics, he would definitely get banned off the internet the first day.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to stick to non-political topics. Even though it'd be like the most amazing political show ever.
I mean, to be fair, there are, some individuals out there who are worse than him, and they live on forever. They have good business. People support them. They don't get canceled.
Yeah, and
So,
people
I
like
don't know.
Rush Limbaugh and Bill Maher had 25 million followers or whatever, and they were like way more toxic on there than Josh. They're rich and famous, and we're not. And I don't have my tank anymore in this round. We're gonna get our booty spanked.
You know what, though? I prefer watching you stream far more to me streaming myself.
Well, I appreciate how much you like me. It warms my heart. We killed something. We're still alive.
You only like watching me stream because because you love me so much and because you like seeing me be friendly with other people on chat.
It's nice. It's very nice. It's very wholesome goodness. My streams are not wholesome goodness. Not in that way. It's not that I have like really like foul language or anything like demonic that I talk about or anything. It's just it's not very like family friendly when I stream. Because somebody is going to die. We don't know who though. And somebody is going to get really butthurt that their character died. Chat can get very adult content there. Alright, well we got something, so that's alright. Consolation prize.
Nice. I mean, do you really miss it so much you would really want me to stream again?
I do miss it that much. Especially if you streamed artwork exclusively for Alien Hive Invasion.
Do you prefer the art streams over the game streams?
I do. You know, it's really amazing though. You stop streaming for like 7 or 8 months, and you're still collecting a paycheck from the Prime subs and loyal followers like Black Suit and myself.
Am I really?
I don't know if you are now, but you were for a while.
Oh, yeah, because I still had cash in my Twitch thing, yeah. There might still be some cash in there, because it doesn't send me a payout until I hit $100 at least.
Yeah.
I believe. So there might be some money under $100 still lying around in there, but it's probably like, if there is, it's probably something like $25, $30 or something.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna leave push to talk on for my stream because I apologize if anybody finds this later because there's not a whole lot of viewers here right now, but when I was doing the SWTOR streams, oh my god, my keyboard was actually so loud. I mean, it's super loud, you know, to this day because it's mechanical, but yeah, people were actually making comments about that. People I didn't know. People were popping in randomly. We had like 12 to 15 random viewers from the gory of the internet, and all of them commented on my keyboard noise. So I will take that to heart.
The only way to actually deal with that is to buy a directional mic.
Yeah, that's directed towards my mouth. Yeah.
Particularly one that, you know, you have that sits on an arm so it hangs in front of you from both.
I have all that too. I can be very, very professional. Yeah. This is $200 for that microphone. I haven't used it. I bought it for the Shane and Josh podcast, and someday we'll use it.
Because you can set that up for stream if you want to.
Yeah, I know. One more thing to break. Give your humans +3/+6. In my opinion, Radiant Breastplate, that's the best one. Every time my tank gets attacked, it does 3 damage to everybody across the board for the enemy team. That's really nice. AoE cleave. This guy is so OP, Millhouse, and he's just gonna get better once I upgrade him more.
Hey, it's a despair.
It is Despair. Hello, good morning, and welcome in. It's so good to see you. How do I sound? Tell me how good I sound.
Shane's in a really good mood right now because we just finished troubleshooting his audio. We got rid of all the problems.
It is very good.
And we adjusted the volume levels too, so
Thank you.
I think we've gotten it to a point where his mic volume is good and his desktop audio isn't like super loud in comparison to everything. So hopefully we don't need to touch that anymore.
I'm so happy you agreed, Despair. Alright, so tell us about yourself. Tell us about your day. How are you? How are you doing? How is everything? How's work? How's your gaming life? How's everything? Did you get a new stuffed animal? How's your Switch Lite?
Oh my god, babe. Your mood is like so bright right now.
Yeah, just fix all my technical difficulties and then everything is fine.
Well, I did say that once we're living together in the future, I will absolutely do all of your tech support for you, for all your streams, including your camera stuff. Unfortunately, I can't quite help you with that from here. But I helped you with the audio.
Yeah, it's a pretty good camera. It's a pretty good camera. Now, I mean, you know, we were gonna knock it, but I didn't want to spend like $32,000 on a camera. I figured like $750 was enough. Umbreon and Espeon. Where are they from? What show? Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon. Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to tell me. I'm not as familiar with the Pokemon fan base, but do tell.
Yeah, there are a couple of the evolutions from this Pokemon called Eevee. Eevee is like the infamous Pokemon for having like 100 different evolutions. Not literally, but you know, it has a lot of evolutions. So Umbreon and Espeon are 2 of those. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you enjoy
like this little fox thing?
Little fox thing? Oh yes, then I've seen artwork and photos.
I've also done it in my like little 5-minute challenges that I used to do.
Ah yes, I remember. I remember those well.
Yeah. It's only 8. Yeah, but that's a lot for a Pokemon.
It is a lot, yeah. I'll admit that, yeah.
I mean, back in the original league, like most Pokemon only had 1 evolution. A couple had like maybe 2. I don't remember. And then Eevee had 3 from the very beginning, straight up 3 right from the start. And then they just keep slapping on more evolutions. Oh, I don't have a problem with it, but I mean, Eevee's very special for that. I'd be very surprised
if you want Eevee to be special, Despair, then Eevee should be special. I'll just agree with you. Everything across the board, whatever you say, I'll just agree right now. Everything's good. Life is wonderful. My 2020 was fantastic. My 2021 is even better now.
You're hilarious when you're in like a really good mood. Like of this sort, of this manner.
This is what I imagine the grizzly bear that would ever attack me to look like. There's like a bunch of friendly bears out there, and then there's like evil mama bear who'd be like, I didn't see your cub down there. I'm sorry I stepped on your cub. Don't kill me. I wasn't trying to kill you. and then things are gonna get nasty.
Why are you annoyed with Hearthstone, Despair?
Do tell, do tell. Yes, what's your experience with Hearthstone? Do you like Hearthstone? Do you hate Hearthstone? Are you 50-50? Do you like Mercenaries? Ooh. 30 extra health to my tank.
They ripped off a Magic the Gathering card, and then when Magic the Gathering turned around and did the same thing, Hearthstone got pissed at them for it. That's funny.
Well, it's Blizzard, so, you know, they think that they, you know, own everything. You know how it is.
They also rip off everything because they're actually a very generic company. They
Yes,
don't actually make
that's true.
anything incredibly unique. Like, not
Yeah.
saying they don't make
Would I say,
stuff, but, like,
would you believe me if I said Star Wars The Old Republic has more unique MMO concepts than World of Warcraft?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep. Stealth tank, assassin tank. Isn't that cool?
It is.
They can teleport. Stealth tank, they can teleport. And self-heal.
SWTOR tanks are probably the closest thing to like the type of tank that I would want to play in an MMO, but SWTOR's like too complicated for me.
I know, it is complicated, especially when I have to have 41 hotkeys, but, you know, the thing is, it's so darn fun to play Mylena. Always
sure
has
it
been.
is. And I'm sure it would have been a lot easier if I were playing SWTOR from day one, instead of, you know, jumping into it after it's, like, already existed in as much totality as it possibly could have been.
You know, I don't think anybody in the world can best you in Magic the Gathering there, Despair. You've been playing since you were like 4 years old, right? There's nobody who knows more about Magic the Gathering than you.
That's funny.
Not even the developers of Magic the Gathering know more than you do. They look to Mighty Despair for guidance on their game.
I'm so amused by this mood of yours right
Yeah, me too.
Job's done.
Who's Mark Rosewater?
Oh, is he the founder? Or is he the CEO of Wizards of the Coast? Right, yes. I know of Wizards of the Coast because they make all the Axis and Allies games, which I have every one of those, all 7.
Founder.
The founder.
Oh, Despair. I think Shane is ever so slightly trying to convince me to streaming art again.
He made the game in like 1996 or 1997, right? It was in the 90s. Pretty sure it was in the 90s.
Oh, am I actually older than that game?
Yes, we are all older than the game, slightly. Then again, we are all, well, Stolen and I are slightly older than Blizzard. 1993. Alright,
1993,
yes. 7 attack for 1 turn and attack the enemy.
Yeah, you know, it's not like I was under the impression that it was like older than me or anything, but I never really thought about how old Magic the Gathering was before. So that's cool. I'm like 3 years older.
Yeah, it is way older than Hearthstone because, well, actually, every Blizzard game technically is a clone of other games, right? World of Warcraft was a clone of original Warcraft. And then Hearthstone is the answer to Magic the Gathering. StarCraft was the answer to... I'm forgetting what game it was, but it was something popular back in like 1995 or whatever. Yeah, the original card game. And then, of course, Overwatch was the answer to... what was the, what's the franchise? Team Fortress, yeah.
Yeah, I think even in terms of MMOs, WoW's not the first MMO, right?
Correct. It was Ultima
It's just the
Online,
most
right?
popularized one. It was the one that like really set MMOs on the mainstream, though.
Yes, yes, it became the most popular one. Yeah. To this day, it's still the most popular one. But yeah, it was Ultima Online, and then it was EverQuest.
Right.
I did do a report on EverQuest back at in college about 8 years ago. So, Despair, do you like Mercenaries in Hearthstone? Have you tried this game mode? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm sure part of that has to do with the fact that Magic the Gathering cards actually change in value. Hearthstone cards don't.
True, true.
Whatever the developers decide, it stays that way. Whereas Magic the Gathering cards have a market value that constantly shifts because of player-to-player sales.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Right, because Hearthstone cards actually have no monetary value.
Mm-hmm. And you only buy them directly from the technically from the retailer. You can never buy them from another player. You can trade them. And then the other thing with Magic the Gathering too is technically, if you're smart and you like to constantly edit your decks, you can actually save cards, and when they go up in value, if you don't use those cards, if you don't need those cards, you sell them off when they're at a much higher value, and then you take that money and you spend it on
more decks. Yes.
Yeah. So technically, you're trading in cards for money that you then spend as almost like credits towards other cards. Whereas with Hearthstone, once you buy the cards, you can't trade them out. You can't sell any of the cards. That's it. So any money you pour into investing into your Hearthstone account, that's it. That money's spent. It's there forever. From $30 to $600 because Wizards said that they'd never reprint. Oh yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, Tom's told me.
It becomes legendary. It was like my Faye Valentine Pop Funko. I purchased her for $10 and then overnight she went to $70. Let's see, what is my most expensive Pop Funko? I believe it is Witch Mercy still. Even though the trade value went down, but it was going for the most online. Well over $100.
Nice.
What's my most valuable toy?
Figma?
Figma. It might be.
Because those are kind of pricier to begin with, aren't they?
Yes. Oh, that's a really good question that I threw out there. What is my most valuable item? Oh no, it's the Nedroid. It's Despair has one. It's the Cobalt Mercy with the gold weapons. She is the most expensive one. Yeah.
Yeah, because she has the most rare parts.
Yep, the most rare parts, and she's going for over $350 now. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Most valuable Lego set has got to be Darth Vader's castle from Rogue One. That one's going for over $200 now.
Someday I will own the Hanzo statue, and that will be my most valuable piece of merchandise.
You know what the sad thing is? I was almost going to buy that, but then I built the new PC because I would have bought all the Ultimate statues. I would have bought the Diva one, the Hanzo, the Doomfist, the Tracer, all that, yeah. And they were practically giving Hanzo's statue away because nobody wanted it. So I think it was on sale like 50% off. I think it was like $70, $80, something like that. Yeah, it was dirt cheap, and I could have bought it, but I was like, I'm going to be a responsible adult, and I'm going to build a $3,000 gaming PC. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember the sale. I think I really wanted it really badly, but I didn't want to spend that much money at once.
Yep, go you, Despair. We need plastic protectors for Nedroids, so we can put it inside of a hard case, and then it will be worth even more money after that. Keep it in mint condition, out of the sunlight.
Morning. You awake? You know, babe, how much more do you like the art streams over the game streams?
3 to 1.
Oh, that's pretty high.
The game streams are not bad, though. I did enjoy some of those random Humble Bundles items you threw out here and there.
Yeah, but you seem to enjoy just watching me over Steam well enough, though. Is that like a thing where, like, you can just enjoy watching me play games occasionally? You don't need it to be like a public stream.
Yes, that's true. You know, I think honestly, Despair, they didn't make very many of those Nedroids. It's got to be less than like 5,000 or 6,000 of them. It's a rare item to begin with, and then the fact that she's the only one with gold weapons, and it's in a highly desired Mercy skin. And then the fact that it.
One, like $600?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you get Goosey Pole to sign it, it would double the value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$600.
I know. I want all the Overwatch voice actors and actresses to come over and sign everything.
Right.
Double the value overnight. If you could get Charlotte Chung to autograph that giant diva statue, imagine how much that would be worth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that thing, like, holds its value anyway because it was hand-painted and exclusive, you know, one of 10,000 made or, you know, whatever number.
Do you really need the whole, like, save level, like, wholesomeness on the stream? Is that, like, important?
I'm a fan.
Ugh.
Just saying.
Wholesomeness is the problem, though.
I like it.
Yeah, I know you like it. Everyone likes it, but my wholesomeness is, like, the problem. It's the issue. It's the thing that gets
You're
me
too
in
nice.
trouble.
Yeah. It's still sitting behind me. Yeah, including 32 gigs of DDR3 RAM at 1866 speed. It's not bad even by today's standards. Has that nice 4th generation i7 overclockable. And I even put a new heatsink on the CPU. I got rid of the original Intel one after 6 years and put a RGB one from Thermaltake on there. And it includes 8 120mm green LED fans. And a Blu-ray burner. It's like the complete package. Ultimate Media PC.
Did you come here from my Discord server? It's fair.
Or she got the YouTube notification.
You probably just sell the parts, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, just sell the video card, the 974 gig, and get like $700 for it.
Lol.
So people still buy those video cards, especially businesses, because they want to have like 2 or 3 4K monitors going at the same time, and that supports it. Also, all those PC part streamers I get a kick out of, because they're like, why is like this piece of junk video card that's like $140? Why is that the second highest selling card in the world? And it's because small businesses and large businesses buy them up so they can use multi-monitor displays on office PCs.
Lol.
And the elitist fan base doesn't understand that. It's like, yeah, we actually do have practical uses for graphics cards in offices as well. You don't have to just game and create video games and do video editing to use a graphics card. It is a nice case though. That case that I have on the PC I built in 2015 won over like 30 hardware awards. It's one of the highest award-winning cases of all time. Yes, only video games.
Hey, Despair. Do you miss my art streams? I love how you start with 80 health. What do you like about the art streams, Despair? Like watching the process.
The process is great. Something only true art fans can understand. From getting from point A to point B. Starting with that blank slate and creating the outline of whatever you're doing and then the phases.
You know, I do think that's most people's... I think most of the people in my server that actually, like, regularly used to watch me stream, I think when their favorite thing about the art stream is just, like, the watching the art part.
Absolutely.
Does YouTube have moderators?
Yes.
Can we appoint moderators?
Yes.
How does that work? Is it like a thing where you can ban people and like delete things and
Yes.
moderate the chat?
That's right.
So it's like Twitch.
Yes. The reason why I haven't assigned any mods to YouTube is because there's such a small following on my channel, I don't need that, so... It's like, yeah, because we're still under 100 people, and we haven't had any bad experiences in chat yet, so I haven't had to appoint people to take care of issues. Mysterious Stranger. Ooh. Protectors on your P get a random bonus. Yeah, why not? Nice. Extra points for Millhouse. I believe you. I can always count on you, Despair.
For the Alliance and Marshall.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Supposedly, if you're doing art streaming, I think technically Twitch is better than YouTube in terms of like having an audience and gaining followers and subscriptions, all that sort of stuff. But technically, all that sort of stuff has to deal with making an income off of streaming itself.
That's true, yes.
So like, I don't really need to worry about that, right? Since technically the income I'd be planning on making is from the game, not from the streaming. The streaming would technically be a form of marketing for the gaming, not for me to make an income off of. So I don't need to rely on streaming entertainment.
That's true. I know YouTube is not like the #1 source in the world for game streaming content, but I like streaming on YouTube so much better than on Twitch.
Because Twitch is kind of bloated and...
It is. It is very bloated. And I like the YouTube interface better.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Twitch is very much more like... I know a lot of people use Twitch to stream casually, but it really is designed for profession, like straight up and full-on
9 to 5, Monday through Thursday streamers, yes.
Yeah, it's like... It's like doing something like Open Division versus like Owl, or like, what's the other one? What's Contenders?
Contenders, yes. Minor League.
Yeah. It's like, if you're not going to be a professional streaming personality and be like a stream entertainer, and that's, you know, that's your official job, that's your profession, like, you shouldn't really have to use Twitch. The only problem is everyone who likes to watch casual stuff is also kind of hanging around on Twitch too. They
Yes.
watch other things.
The sheer amount of people on Twitch is a lot, and I get that. But I mean, it's really meant for the Wong Tunfuis of the world and the XQCs, the people who make a living off stream.
Right, yeah, exactly. So, like, if you don't want to do all... Like, that's... I also found that to be kind of a problem for me, as, like, I didn't want to invest that much effort into streaming because I wasn't trying to rely on the streaming itself to make an income. I just wanted to get my art out there and make an income off the art. But the unfortunate thing is to try and have, like, an easier streaming setup, but to also gain like that same kind of influence and reputation and income.
Yes.
It's really, really difficult, or not impossible, because there isn't a platform set up for that.
True.
Like on YouTube, you can technically do it on YouTube, but also YouTube's like meant more for like, you show off the videos. It's not really meant for, you know, constantly entertaining people with active live entertainment. And then when people look for, say, art on YouTube, they look for things like time lapses, speed paints, tutorials. Streams are not really a big thing.
Yeah, it's like if you have a huge following on YouTube already for
Yeah.
making those 5 or 6 other types of videos, then people will watch your stream by default because you might have like 2,000 people tune in if you have
Yeah.
500,000 subs, but obviously that's not the whole purpose.
Well, see, the problem with that, Despair, is I wanted to stream because I wanted to just do the live thing. I didn't want to deal with video editing. I don't like video editing. I hate video editing. It annoys the crap out of me. It's part of my problem. I'm not a streamer and I'm not a video editor. These are two of my top problems. I'm an artist and I'm a writer. Those are my two things. Those are my only two things. I don't like doing anything else. I don't like making videos. I don't like showing videos. I don't like doing the public streaming and like interact with a whole chat full of people. I don't like any of that. I mean, if I ask anyone to video edit it, just Shane can do it too. So it's...
True. I'm actually quite good at video editing now.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, putting those highlight reels together.
But I mean, not that I have a problem with the idea of like relinquishing like video editing control to someone else, but it's like it's not a thing, right, where like I'd if I'm just throwing video content at someone and they're just working on it in their spare time, then that's not really professional. So like I can't ask anyone else to do it unless, you know, I'm technically paying them for that and that's their job, which I, you know, don't have the money to do that. I mean, if Shade wants to do all the videos for me, that's awesome, but also he has to think of, you know, his own work that he has to do, so, like, I haven't thought to ask him to do that.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure, like, Despair and I could rotate every other week, but obviously I know you're not like a huge fan of doing that kind of thing.
No, not really. I mean,
Because you like the
okay.
whole idea of just streaming art for 4 or 5 hours straight.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there is always the option of me doing YouTube streams, and then you can take the stream video that gets posted after the stream is over and edit that to make a separate, shorter video.
True. I have always enjoyed your videos, though, Despair. Always a big fan. The Mercy one was one of the best, with the super res.
I mean, hey, if either of you or anyone wants to take, like, my post-stream videos and edit it into a new short video, it's perfectly fine by me. But yeah, it's not like one of those things where I'd like want to ask someone to do it though. That being said, if I'm not planning on relying on the stream itself for income, and if I'm streaming without any regard towards, you know, getting subs or earning money directly from the stream, that actually takes a lot of pressure off of me, and I can be way more lax about that. I don't have to, like, be be super obligated and focused on interacting with the chat. I don't have to be super focused on being a good streamer personality. I could just do my art, sit there, and okay, talk to people who talk at me. That would be a lot more comfortable. I could do that on YouTube. Also, if you're okay with the idea of me just sitting here streaming art and not making money doing that, that would also make me feel better.
I love this super tank.
Lol, despair.
Job's done.
Yeah, the Diva one was very entertaining.
Also, if I'm purely only doing art and I'm not doing gaming, then I can just stream under my Limited Conceptions name instead of my Stolen Virgin's Wings name, because that's technically my gaming
That's true.
persona, not
Yes.
my art persona, so I could actually stream on my Limited Conceptions YouTube channel, which would actually give it kind of a purpose to exist, because right now it has no purpose. It just exists for no reason. I don't like upload any content to it whatsoever.
Yeah, it exists like I was trying to do on Lucio tonight.
For the Alliance and Crown.
Just trying to exist.
Dude, my heart was not in Overwatch today. It's so rare, but it's like was.
I was actually really enjoying support. Minus
Yeah,
that 3600 Doomfist. That was...
Oh my god, yeah, alright.
I mean, I guess I take it as a compliment. Every time we were 1v1ing, he had to use Meteor Strike, so, yeah. Trying to hold my own.
I wasn't,
It felt like I was a tight end or a fullback trying to block Aaron Donald, though. The man's like 6'9" and 340 pounds, and I'm 5'11" and 190.
Right. Are
Oh,
you
that sounds lovely.
Are you dropping mechs on them? Is that why? But, yeah, no. It's not like I was having a particularly, like, unfun day or anything. Like, I was still having fun, but I just, like... I don't know. I felt exhausted trying to, like, deal with, like, Widows and Genjis, and just, like, I didn't really want to do it. So
Yeah.
my heart wasn't in it today. That's what you say. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid to play Overwatch. I
True.
don't want to have to, like, deal with everything all the time for myself. I know I'm the one with the top 500 icon, but still,
That's funny. That was funny 2 days ago. You're like, why am I getting focused so much, Shade? It's like, oh, it has something to do with that player icon that you have.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I still have
Yes.
I, like, never changed it. So, like,
It's a really good thing that I didn't have SMS Protect on, because if I flash that for 3v3 and 4v4 team deathmatch, oh my god, the amount of focus. I mean, not that I need, like, not that they can focus me anymore playing, you know, flex tank or main tank, but still.
dropped behind people from the ledge and called. Oh my god, despair.
You would do that. Did you crush 2 or 3 people at the same time doing that?
Just imagining a silhouette of a blue Mercy in flight, gliding and rezzing a blue soul behind like the silhouette of like a red Reaper with a question mark over his head, facing the other direction. It's like something's going on, but I don't quite register that there's a Mercy behind me rezzing.
True.
Also, Despair, if we ever run into each other and you drop a mech on my face, I will freaking murder you for the rest of my life.
That might actually be the worst Overwatch buff ever.
It is literally the only Overwatch buff that has ever pissed me off. Literally the only one. I see your smug cat face. Despair. I see it. Don't you even with me.
No, it's I like the buff for me though, because I don't abuse it like that. You know, I don't go out of my way to kill people with it. It's nice though when I LOS and I remech and like a Tracer comes in or a Genji comes in to try and kill me, and then they get squashed from overextending.
Yeah,
that is satisfying.
That
is
used to happen
yeah,
before
yeah.
the buff, though.
That's true. Yeah.
And honestly, before the buff, it was even more rewarding because it was like, you little midget, because you only had like 50 health and you got squashed.
True. Oh, I got my tank back.
Whereas with
Yes.
this thing, it's like nice. Whereas with like this buff, it's like anyone can get squashed with a diva mech. It's not rewarding at all.
Mm.
I mean, yes, it's satisfying seeing people get squished, but like in terms of like the relative value, it's like the fact that you can squash any squishy at full health compared to landing an actual squash death on someone only because they're full health already. It's just I again need to buff the packets. It's like, yeah, I'll do it to other people because it's there, but you know, it's a balance that shouldn't be there. But as long as it's in the game, like I'll make use of it when I can. But also, when people try to do it on me, I will freaking murder them into the ground over and over and over because it's such dumb stuff. It's particularly the divas that tick me off are the ones that go around running around as baby diva trying to sneak that remake on. Literally, that is the only reason why they are running around on baby diva. Especially the ones that like they get demeched and then they hide and then they start running around and
It's the only reason why they're on Diva in the first
you.
place.
Yeah, and they sneak up behind your entire team, completely ignore their own team, completely ignore their tank partner who needs help in the front line, and they just sneak up behind your supports and squash them from behind. And it's like, bitch, I'm gonna slap you. I don't care what hero I'm playing. I don't care if I'm playing Mercy. I will Valk just to smack you into the ground every single time. Don't you dare.
There will be nothing left of this wretched.
Now, if I get remake on my face just because it happens to be during a team fight and, they just happen to be there, like, that's fine. It's whatever. It's
Right.
dumb buff, but it's like they're not, they're not deliberately going around trying to, like, exploit just the Divas squish. It's whatever. It's the Divas that go around deliberately trying to remake on your face. It's like, you remember that one game I was playing Mercy and a Diva, like, failed to remake on my face? And she was literally just running around the team fight, just avoiding the fight, trying to get at me and trying to squish on my face. And she missed, and I killed her 3 times as Mercy after that.
True.
The game.
Yes, Despair, I know you're not one of those people. You're not a troll. I know.
Yeah, that's fair. No, but she literally spent the whole game, every time she was demech, she tried to squish her mech on my face. Did not matter where I was. Did not matter that I was away from the team fight. Did not matter that I was hiding. Did not matter that I was with other people. She kept trying to remech on my face, and she failed 3 times, and I killed her 3 times. She's a little pansy, and she deserves it.
Little douche hat. That's satisfying hitting the enemy for 34 on a melee.
Oh, you like shove the self-destruct off and then you like read back on top of them after? That's funny.
Blink Fox is going to be a valuable ally soon.
Oh.
Alright, restroom break, and then we will progress through Ancient of Lore.
You can enjoy them as much as you like, just don't enjoy them on my face. As long as you're not chasing after my face. Despair. Lol. It's funny. Lol. Despair. Oh, yeah. I will be right back as well.
I want to say both of our Busan games earlier tonight were winners. I'm saying earlier tonight is like 10 a.m. on the East Coast. Earlier this morning. Come on, Hearthstone, don't crash. That's okay, I'll just reset. We will start again. It has its moments. Oh, there we go. We're in.
For the Alliance and my family alone.
Very smooth. We're just rolling through this grind. You have some plans for today to spare, or are you working? Nice. Plans are good. Is it holiday themed?
For the Alliance and Rambo and Loon.
Millhouse Manastorm!
Don't worry, I'd go with you and bring my Santa hat. Then I'll drink a lot of champagne.
For the Alliance and Rambo and Loon.
Well, that was a snipe and someone got deleted. Press F to pay respects. Well, that was decisive. corrupted ancient. Yes.
Weeping Woods, what have you done?
For the Alliance and my family.
Spreads.
For Elul.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back to you too. Did you invite Despair to something?
No, I asked her what her plans were today, and apparently it is holiday/Christmas themed. And I said, "Oh, I'll go with you with my Santa hat and drink champagne."
So, do you think I should do like all my art stream sort of thing, or do you think I should do like a project-based streaming thing where it's like I only stream things involved with current major projects between you and me?
Oh, I think it should be a major project stream. That'd be really fun.
Okay, so it's like I don't do any of my sketchbook stuff, my study stuff, or my personal stuff. It's just like, for instance, the board game. I only like if I'm streaming
That's
the
right.
board game
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's all I'm streaming.
Yeah. That would help with promotional value too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. More interactive and like active way of sharing progress on the game stuff.
Yes. Well, that's all a Fellwood again.
Nice. Alright, Despair, thanks for joining us.
Yes. Thanks for dropping by. Have fun today. Enjoy yourself.
That's so weird. Bye, Despair. Well, tell you what, if it's only like an occasional thing and like I don't have to like, you know, go out of my way to be like, ooh, professional streaming, then I could do it. Fun party.
Oh yeah, I want to use Blink Fox. Yes. Blink Fox is adorable.
It is.
We're locked in. Starting from level 1.
Are you gonna keep playing Hearthstone until bedtime?
Yes.
Alright. I was thinking of drawing, but I'm too tired for that right now.
It's understandable.
Do I watch something instead, or do I play something instead?
Oh, watch something, definitely.
Then I guess I'll watch more Shaman King while
Right on.
The sky burns and everything around.
Hey, Black Suit.
Good morning, Black Suit.
You missed an entire conversation about the possibility of me streaming art again.
And it would be specifically for our new board game, of course. Alien Hive
Yes.
Invasion. Yes. So, how are you doing, Black Suit? How do I sound?
Yes, we also troubleshooted the audio today, finally.
Yes, thanks to Stolen, everything's working as intended.
Yes, which put Shane in a very peppy mood.
The sky burns and everything around. Move it.
You can always rewind an hour and pick up the highlights.
You can barely hear me. Well, I just moved my mic closer, so hopefully that helps. Also, I am tired, so I'm not speaking that loudly right now.
Good, good, excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. It's the nicest compliment I've heard. The people can hear me once more.
Yes.
Blink Fox.
Oh, I will be when Shane goes to bed.
Blaming the rogue.
You're probably not wrong, well, you're probably not entirely wrong there. I am probably gonna lie in bed watching Shaman King until I fall asleep, so I will probably be up like a couple hours more than Shane, but I'll be leaving the computer when he goes to bed, though. That being said, I think I will actually get a little more Trine in before bedtime.
Oh, winnable. Winnable. It's a boss. 5 hours later. You know, that's always how it goes. I'm gonna go to bed after this game, and then I play like 3 or 4 more games of Overwatch because we're on a win streak. Winning is just so addictive and contagious. I just can't stop. Feels
That's
good.
true.
Gain taunt for
We
2
end-
turns. How nice.
Didn't we end on a loss today?
Actually, we did. It was a pretty solid loss, though. Not gonna lie.
Was it? I was annoyed.
Yeah, that was the Paris game where we're defending, and I had 6 kills and 2 deaths, and they couldn't kill me because our healing was so good. And I kept barrier dancing, and then there's those hilarious comments being made.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You tapped in there.
Yep, dancing around the shield. Had a fantastic supercharger. Yeah, that winning thing. Yeah, we did pretty well tonight in our games. Out of the, let's see, we played like 21 games and won probably 13, 14 of them. Wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
time for action.
Winning. What is this winning thing? It's funny.
Dummy.
Blink Fox is becoming a little force now. Force of nature.
Mhm. Yes, Black Suit. How do you feel about me streaming art on YouTube?
Dummy. The sky burns and the sick run. Move it.
Well, we both appreciate that. You're so generous, Black Suit. Thank you.
It's time.
Thank you for all of your love and support.
Dummy. Job's done.
You're a wonderful human being, Black Suit. I just went all wholesome and nice. Sounds hot.
It's time for action. These old bones know
I like it when people throw stuff at me. I've gotten really good at blocking over the years because tank. Indeed. To the people who can put up with my friend Josh, I applaud you. You are wonderful, patient human beings.
Yeah, he thinks everyone hates him. It's like this is actually everyone being on their best behavior around him.
Hmm.
it's time for action. These old bones know a storm's coming.
In general, in society, I can handle that. Just only so many personalities like that at one server.
Why exactly do you wish more people were like him, Black Suit?
I don't think other people like Josh could handle Josh. That's the problem.
No, they can't handle each other.
Yeah. It'd be civil war.
Because they'd all have different things that they respect, and then, like, they'd all, like, but it would only be a small number of things, right? And then everything else, they all, like, disrespect everything, and it's like, they'd each disrespect the thing that they each very little do respect. It's like,
Yes.
they wouldn't just all collide.
It'd be chaos. Utter chaos.
It's like, the few things that Josh cares about, Josh 1 cares about, he'd be like, Josh 2 would be like, you're such a pansy. And then a few things that Josh 2 cares about, Josh 1 would be like, you're a coward. And Josh 3 would be like, you're a sissy. And then, you know, the few things that Josh 3 cares about, Josh 1 and 2 would be like, you're no better. And Josh 4 would be like, you're just a dick. It's like, none of them would get along. and then we'd have, girl Josh, and like all four of them, all four Joshes would be like, they'd each have a different awkward pickup line for her, and then she'd just diss on all of them, and then have weird pickup lines for someone not like a Josh. It's just like so much chaos, and none of them would actually get along with each other.
It would be insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning is behind!
I'm not too young to fight.
That was the gist of the... What's the correct word? That was the gist of the argument point that she was making. At least that's what, from my understanding, I agree, Black Suit.
Huh.
She's one of the few people who would not be overly offended by Josh that is not a male gendered person.
No, I get offended by him all the time. I just
Not to the point of kicking him out of the server like has happened numerous times in other situations.
It's
Not like that.
malicious.
Yeah.
It's not malicious or anything.
No.
It's like he doesn't
There's
hurt my feelings.
there's
but-
levels there's levels of offense. It's like you've never been. It's not like every time he opens his mouth you get like super offended, like you want to kick him out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like that.
No, but it's like I tell him that I'm a light bow gunner and monster hunter, and he calls me a pansy and a coward, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm not gonna tell him this because it's not worth it. But this is actually like hurting my feelings because I actually think I'm pretty good at a monster hunter for how little time I've spent in it, and I am actually proud of how good I am at light bow gun, and he's just making a mockery out of the whole thing, and it's like, it does actually hurt my feelings, but also at the same time, like, it's him.
Yeah, so you can't take him seriously.
What? He's not exactly saying that I'm bad at Monster Hunter, it's just, he thinks light bow gunners are pansies. I know, that's just like a general stigma with, like, the mainstream players, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Nate's like... And I know I'm decent at light bowgun and I'm decent at Monster Hunter because Nate's actually like the best Monster Hunter player that I personally know, and like I play with him just fine and he has like no complaints. So like
Oh, I have.
Oh yeah,
I totally believe you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no issue there.
But like exclusives just sitting over there like. And you're that person that hides in the corner and then thinks that you're awesome. It's like, what? It's like, seriously. Okay, first of all, I don't want to hear that from him when, like, in Overwatch, I am, like, 100 times better at DPS than he will ever be. I don't go around making fun of the fact that he's only, you know, good at DPS in a game where all he has to do is click hotkeys and he doesn't actually have to aim anything. Not that I actually, you know, mean that, but you know, it's like I would never go around telling him that, you know. It's like, oh, you only play SWOTOR because you're bad at actually hitting heads, so you have to go around and spam hotkeys instead to kill anyone. You're such a pansy. Like, I could say stuff like that back to him, and I don't bother. It's like, I'm not that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he says this crap to me. He's like, really? Really, dude? Really, dude? I would never go around insulting you for what kinds of games you play and the way that you play them. It's just really. Oh yeah, because he doesn't take like every tiny little thing like uber seriously in like an SJWA. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's nice not to
He
have a
does
server full of SJWs.
Yeah, I know, right?
Too much of one thing is never good.
You know, I knew that I was gonna have a problem with one of my past friends' servers when she told me that she was going to take down my art, my wistful wife, my female Hanzo Kabuki Hanzo art, because the letter that I had Genji write to her, because in that version of Hanzo that I made, Hanzo was not a relative, but Hanzo was Genji's wife. And she was like, there are people on the server that, like, are really bothered by, what's the word? Incest, and, like, it's really incestuous, and so, like, I have
You
to take
rewrote
down
it
the art.
in a fictional setting
It
with
was
fictional
a
characters.
and
Yes.
you know how she worded it? She was like, I was like, it's... She was like, they're bothered by an alternate the two are married because it's too close to incest. And I was like, it's not an alternate story rewrite. It's like it's still another version of the thing. It's still an alternate universe. You know, I didn't bother arguing with her about it after that, but like, first of all, there is a difference between a story rewrite and an alternate universe, because an alternate universe implies that you theoretically, both of these universes exist in the same story setting. Which is not what I was going for. This was a total story rewrite. This is the only universe. This is my version of this universe. There is no alternate universe. These two universes cannot be parallel to each other. They cannot meet. You can't spawn a wormhole or vortex or something or whatever, and suddenly
It's not Star Trek.
No.
We don't have alternate realities and alternate universes in the same story.
The fact that you call it an alternate universe is such an insult. It really is. To me as a writer, it is such an insult. But you know what? I let it go. It's like, I'm not, you know what? It's not worth arguing about it. And if her server caters to people like this, if she caters to people like this, it's because she's that kind of person. And none of these people are worth my time. They're way too sensitive about things that are their own personal problem and no one else's, and they treat it like it's everybody else's problem. It's like, what? Anyway, I shouldn't get this worked up on a stream.
Yeah, you should.
Oh my god. You only say that because you like hearing me get this worked up, because you think it's amazing.
Yes, you're allowed to have strong opinions on this stream. Nobody's gonna hate you.
Yeah, but no one's gonna care about my strong opinions either, so why even bother anyway?
Forehead? No.
That's great.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of playing goats in Overwatch, where like people didn't want to play it, and yet we played it so well that we just made people so salty. Like, we're gonna counter goats with Fire Mercy and Doomfist. And then I'm gonna shoot you out of the sky with Zen. Oh, by the way, I also have like 300 armor and an extra 100 shielding on me. Zenyatta with 400 HP. With armor underneath the 150 shielding. Oh yeah.
Overwatch lingo. I'll be over by the corner. Yeah, Black Suit's like, I'm not an Overwatch nerd like these two.
Oh, you don't have to be. Goats was just an amazing team composition. Can't say that out loud though because people don't like it, but having 3 tanks and 3 supports brawl, it was just so fun to brawl. Pharah is the flying hero, so the whole idea is that she hovers above and then rains down rockets. So yeah, you have to be reasonably accurate to shoot her out of the sky. Especially when she has a pocket healer, a mercy beam on her. Have you ever played Hearthstone, Black Suit? Okay. I am somewhat new to the game. I only started playing it right before the pandemic started, about February 2020. And that's mainly because of all the virtual tickets, the BlizzCon stuff, special unlocks, upgrades, the 30th anniversary package. I got all these unlocks because I purchased for Overwatch and the Diablo perks and stuff like that. And I got all these Hearthstone perks, and I was like, oh, well, might as well just play some Hearthstone and see if I like it. And it turns out to be pretty fun. Well, I think we're finished. That is 4 hours of Hearthstone today. So it is time to go to sleep. Thank you all for joining the stream. So you have a good night.